Sir.
Get the latest weather, traffic, and news updates online at 560theanswer.com.
This hourly segment is brought to you by In the Know with Craig Bolanos, powered by VestGen Wealth Partners, Sunday morning at 10 on AM 560 The Answer.
Now, from the Signature Bank Studios. This is Chicago's Morning Answer with Dan Proft and Amy Jacobson on AM 560 The Answer.
Good Tuesday morning. Amy Jacobson here. Chris Crock in for Dan Proft. Whenever I hear Chris Crock, I think of crisscross, and I think of rapping.
Oh, that was great. We were wearing the Mérité and Francois Gibault jeans, going to HIP to get our Harlem Marine Plaza to get our clothes, and everybody used that little line on me there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Chris Crock. Thanks for filling in. And you are in Texas right now. That's where you've lived, but you are from Buffalo Grove, born and raised in Chicago, and then in the suburbs. So we're glad to have you here. And you can follow him on Twitter at Chris Crock Show, or tell us exactly. Or X. I'm sorry, I keep saying Twitter.
I call it Twitter. I cannot stand it. It sounds so stupid. I can't. So I still call it Twitter. So I'm with you. At Chris Crock Show. That's ChrisKrok at Chris Crock Show.
Okay. Thank you very much. I will follow you, and you will follow me. And
we follow each other, yeah.
Oh, yes, I know. Thank goodness. And also, we're keeping an eye on the Trump-Musk feud is reigniting as he just put on X. Anyone who campaigned on the promise of reducing spending but continues to vote on the biggest debt ceiling increase in history will see their face on this poster in the primary next year, and it shows Pinocchio with the word liar on it.
Yes.
So Musk is getting involved once again and telling Republicans that if you vote for this bill, I will primary you next time you're up for re-election.
And then Trump was talking about doging.
They can't be sitting well, by the way, because he's one of the richest men in the world.
Trump is also talking about doging SpaceX, and he's basically like, I will put Doge on every single contract we have with you.
I mean, I know that Musk thinks it's an insane spending bill, but I mean, he's got to stay in his lane here.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
They let him in. I mean, they gave him an entryway to the White House, and he stayed for a really long time. Yeah. And I appreciate what he did, but now it needs to, come on, hanging that over every Republican's head, that I'm going to launch a third party if, this happens, and I'm going to primary you if you vote for this bill. So
it's not going to work.
Stay tuned. All right. Are you a foodie, Chris?
I don't know. I mean, I eat a lot. I love eating a lot. How's that?
Food? What's your go-to food?
I could possibly.
Yeah.
I looked at this and I go, I have a problem. I eat. I don't do much, and then all of a sudden, bam! And my wife's like, "Where the hell did the ice cream go?" Oh. I'm like, "Oh, that was me." She gets mad at me.
You ate the whole carton. So that's your go-to comfort food, or?
I don't even know. I guess ice cream is really good. Yeah, there's very few things that aren't good.
Yeah, well, competitive eating, that's what we're talking about here, because we have Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Championship on the 4th of July. And competitive eating, I've heard, takes more than a strong stomach. It takes mental grit, physical preparation. And if you ask Patrick Deep Dish Bertoletti, a real love for food, and he joins us now on our turnkey.pro answer line. Good morning, Patrick. How are you?
Good morning. Thanks for having me out today.
Yeah, and you're from Chicago, right?
Yeah, I grew up in Palos Heights, but now I live on the north side in North Park, the neighborhood.
Oh. And so you're the world's number 2 ranked competitive eater, so congratulations on that. And you won the title last year at Nathan's famous 4th of July hot dog eating contest. Took home the championship title last year, but this year you have some old competition returning, and that's Joey Chestnut. Will that be a big distraction for you?
Not a distraction, just a bigger hurdle to overcome. I don't know if I got it this year. I mean, I think I ate 58 last year, so he's coming back this year with something to prove. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
So you ate 58 hot dogs in how many minutes?
10 minutes last year.
And what's his record?
His record is 76, so I'm a little bit off the pace there.
You need to get a workout. You got to work out. You got to do Eye of the Tiger, baby. Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah, it's not impossible, but it's pretty close to that. We'll see. Never say never, right?
And why was he decommissioned for a year? Didn't he? Wasn't he the spokesperson for a vegan hot dog company?
Yeah,
No, I'm serious. Or like fake
contract.
meat.
Yeah, he had some contract disputes with the sponsor. I think it was Impossible Foods or something. But yeah, yep. Now he's free to compete this year.
Okay, so how do you prepare for this, and what's your training like days before?
It's just a lot of hot dog practices. So I've been eating a lot of them leading up, and that's about it. I do general like stomach volume stretching, so lots of food and liquid, pretty much. But I've been doing this for 20 years, so it's like it's pretty easy at this point. My body's used to it.
Well, how did this all start? Like, what made you want to become, a competitive eater?
It just started as overeating. I always I love to eat. I love food. I went to culinary school, so food really has been my life. And then at some point I realized I was really good at eating a lot, and I don't know, it allowed me a lot of travel and opportunity. So I just kind of stuck with it, that's it.
Do you ever hurt your body, like get sick where you're, vomiting? You kind of almost can't stop, and you're like, I can't eat this crap anymore. I got to stay away for a day or two. And then also and I'm not trying to get negative, gross or anything, but on the way out, I mean, dude, you feel the heat jalapeno eating championship, dude. 275 freaking jalapenos in 8 minutes. I mean, did you have to go to the hospital after that? But this is wild. This is wild, bro.
I probably should have went to the hospital after that one. No, it wasn't that bad. I mean, they were pickled, so it was spicy. But, in my earlier years, I definitely got sick more often. It doesn't quite happen so often these days. But, I don't know. It's rest on the days in between. And I don't usually eat like that all the time. So it's rest and balance, if that makes sense. I know it doesn't sound like legit, but that's kind of all it really is. I do get heartburn pretty bad. But that's about the only side effect I've had so far.
But you keep the food down after you eat it, right?
Yeah, for the most part. Sometimes it happens, depending on the food or the volume. I'll just say, like, the jalapenos is pretty rough.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my God. Does it help to be overweight as a competitive eater?
It doesn't help per se, because there is a theory that, like, the more fat you have on your stomach, it kind of restricts stomach expansion. So if you look at, like, the top 10 eaters, there aren't really a lot of big guys. There used to be the big guys, but the new generation of eaters is they take their health a lot more serious. So it doesn't really help.
Do you study, and I'm not sure, do you study your opponents like the football, they'll watch the film? Do you study your opponents? And then also, if you're down, do you ever do psyops? Like when I'm losing at cards, I start throwing insults out to mess with people. Anything you can do to try to win the psyop war.
There is some psychological warfare, but I could start talking trash to Joey Chestnut, but I know better because it doesn't really. He's kind of got my number for a lot of these events. But a lot of the other eaters, I have gotten in their heads. So yeah, there is a psychological component to it for sure.
Well, is there? I mean, if you can please disclose this, how much money do you get if you win first place at the Nathan's hot dog eating competition?
It's $10,000, so it's all right.
Oh, is that the best purse you've had, or is there?
The best purse out of my career, I think I won like $20,000 on a motorcycle. So,
on a motorcycle, what?
You didn't eat the motorcycle.
No, I didn't eat that.
No, I know you didn't eat a motorcycle, but what did you have to chow down during that competition?
I had to do that was for Wing Bowl in Philly like several years ago.
Okay.
But to be honest, like the only reason I still do this is because there is a lot of good opportunity, more for travel and experience. So like I got to go to Japan earlier this year for 2 weeks to eat for a television show. But I'm all about the experience and the travel. I mean, the money is okay. It's not like I still have a day job as a chef, so it's not like I don't know. It really is more just about the opportunity.
Where do you work? What restaurant?
It's a catering company on the north side called Food for Thought. So
nice.
I'm an event chef.
Thought. Okay.
What
do you want to? Oh, go ahead, Chris.
Can we reflect just on some of your records, just real quick? This is unbelievable. I want people to imagine this is insane. 10.63 pounds of corned beef and cabbage. 53.25 ounce pancakes, 9.17 pounds of blueberry pie, 1 pound of chocolate, key lime pie, 10.8 pounds of key lime pie. I'm hungry.
I'm not hungry at all. What's your favorite food, though, to compete with? Like, what's the easiest to get down?
I think it's probably the blueberries. I did 18.5 pounds last summer. That's a good record. It's probably my favorite.
Wow.
Did you turn blue?
Yeah, did you? Oh my God. Did you? Why are you called Patrick Deep Dish Bertoletti? How'd you get the deep dish moniker?
Just Chicago upbringings. You know, for some reason they have to give every competitive eater a stupid nickname, and I just kind of took that one. So
that was yours. All right. Well, are you
Yeah.
are you and Joey Chestnut friends? I mean, do you guys give each other the evil eye in competitions, or did you guys talk?
No, I've known him for about 20 years. He's like my older brother. You know, after winning last year, I like to talk a lot of trash to him, but you can't really you can't trash talk to number one. I mean, he doesn't even take the bait. He's really good. He's a lot better than me, so it's kind of one-sided trash talking, but you know, we have a good time with it. So
Did he ever give you any tips?
yeah, he's been very helpful. I actually was at his house a week ago training for this contest. So
Is he in? Where's he? Is he Chicago too? No.
Yeah, he is Chicago.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
no, he's
not?
Westfield, Indiana, but that's close enough.
Yeah. Well, okay. All right. What advice do you have for young kids who, you know, they're going to watch this competition and think, you know what, that's what I want to do because I love food and I could eat it quickly without choking. What advice do you have for them?
I would tell them not to watch the contest, and I would tell them not to do this. But hopefully, they have parents that discourage them. But you know, just the internet is your friend if you really want to pursue this. So just do some research and go from there. You know?
Would you allow your own son or daughter to compete like this?
I don't have any at the moment. I mean, I guess they could do whatever they want, but I would hope they didn't. But it's all right. You know, they could do whatever they want.
So after Nathan's this Friday, where are you going from there? What's on the schedule?
I think probably just a cleanse, really. I don't have any events planned after that.
Go on sabbatical.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
how
I
soon
might do that.
Yeah.
I think I need to go on like a health retreat or go to like a sanitarium or whatever they used to do back in the day, you know?
Do you eat normally after this for like weeks and months? Like I'm done with this for a while. Do you go back to like a regular eating schedule?
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I do really love food, so like being around it all the time is really difficult. It requires a lot of discipline because like you don't really gain weight from the food you eat in the contest. It's what you do away from the table, you know? Mm-hmm. If that makes sense. So I will at least try to go back to normal, but I'm sure there will be events that pop up. The eating season is like the summer, so I'm sure there's going to be events that pop up. So. What's
the game plan the night before? Do you load up on water to stretch your stomach, or how does it work?
Yeah, exactly. I won't eat much the day before, just simple carbs, and then I will drink a bunch of water before I go to bed, and then probably do the same thing in the morning, and then that's it.
You're just stretching your stomach out. That's what you're always stretching that thing out.
Yeah, the stomach is just a giant muscle that nobody was dumb enough to try to expand and stretch in years past, but now we kind of figured that part out, and
we've evolved.
I think my stomach can kind of hold a lot. I would say probably upwards of 25 to 27 pounds of food and liquid, so kind of disturbing.
And do you dip your hot dog in water? And because that's allowed, right?
Yeah. So you eat the hot dog itself first, like just plain, and then you dunk the hot dog buns in the water, and then that just kind of helps facilitate the consumption, and then it just goes on a lot easier. I mean, it is kind of repulsive, but
well, have you ever choked?
Oh yeah.
I never have, but that is like they always have EMTs there just in case. And thank God, I don't think I've ever actually even seen it be a problem, but you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. So
yeah. All right, Patrick, deep dish.
Thank you,
Bertoletti, Chicago's own.
Thank you guys for having me out today.
Yeah, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, and he joined us on our turnkey.pro answer line.
Hear about the big stories of the day, then talk about them right here on Chicago's Morning Answer on AM